Bienvenidos a International Soccer Break.
Bienvenidos, señor. Un placer estar aquí con mis estimados compañeros de International Soccer Break.
Vamos. Wow. Bienvenidos al mejor show de fútbol en todo el internet. Los otros shows son malísimos. Este es el mejor.
And you know why we're talking about that? Because today we are all Mexico fans. Yeah, not so much fans, but we got to talk about it.
Sí se puede. Con muchos minutos.
Okay, yeah. Well done.
How was that, Royce?
Sí se puede if you get 140 minutes of game time. Sí se puede. And it's possible, my friend. With the 140 minutes. And you can do it. You can do it, man.
So we talked a little bit about how bad the CONCACAF Nations League was for the U.S. It was about to get a lot worse for our friends to the south, but, you know, Dios was on their side, I suppose. Well, let's talk a little bit. Mexico gets through against Honduras in Estadio Azteca. And how did they do it? How did they do it, Roycito? La magia de Estadio Azteca.
Mucha magia, that's for sure. So, listen, man, this game was very interesting, but I will start with this. I will say, by far, he was very impressive. Mexico's best player on the night was Iván Cisneros. Do you agree, Rocky?
Yes, I agree. I agree. Actually,
Rocky, do you?
Fine. I'll give it to you. Yes.
Iván Cisneros.
Can you tell us who that is, Roy? Because many
fans
are
wondering, I'm glad.
Where does he play? What club does he play for? Why haven't I heard his name? Is he a new young player? One that just subbed onto the team? You know, tell us a little bit more about this.
I'll tell you a little more. Yeah, I'll tell. I'm so happy you didn't just say yes and pretend you knew there was a player on Mexico named Iván Cisneros. Iván Cisneros plays for a club called CONCACAF. And he is the position. He is all over the field, really. He is up and down the field. He wears yellow, so kind of Colombian colors, Ecuadorian colors. And yes, he is the referee, my friend. And he was Mexico's best player and best friend for that game. Listen, it's still up in the air whether or not everything he did was legitimate and valid. But regardless, he gave him a hell of a long time to score that final goal. Probably, I would say most definitely, he should have stopped the game well before that goal was scored. Yeah. And it was just real nice for Mexico that he was the ref, Mr.
So before you guys get into it, I just want to paint the picture for people who did not watch the game and weren't following the Mexico-Honduras tie. So basically what happened in the first game, Honduras won 2-0 at home. And Mexico needed 2 goals to get through in Estadio Azteca. They got 1 in the first half and then did not score in the second half until, as Roy just said, the 111th minute. So just let that sink in.
Listen, it's not a problem to score in the 111th, but it is a problem when there were 9 minutes of announced stoppage time. So I know, I get it. It happens sometimes.
9 plus 90 is what? What is 9 plus 90?
99.
99. Okay. I knew you've always been good at math. Thank you for that. Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah. Yes.
Can we praise Iván Cisneros for his endurance? Like, very fit gentleman, I must say, right? To be able to go that long and to keep the game going longer. You know what I think is that he had to hit his steps, and he was just like, a few more. I need a few more steps that I could get there.
800 more steps going. Come on. He must have CrossFit or something, man. That guy's in shape.
He's in shape. He's in really good shape. Yeah. And he's also probably going to eat for free. You know, probably eat for free forever.
Anytime he's in Mexico or going on a little vacation with his family to Cancun. Yeah, he's going to get discounts on his resorts, discounts on the restaurants, or free. Yeah, absolutely.
I would suggest he doesn't go to Honduras anytime soon, though.
No,
That
No,
I would
No.
avoid that as a tourist destination for Ivan
no.
Cisneros.
certainly
not
not.
a-
Certainly
a
not.
loved
Okay,
man.
so you made your point that the referee played a big role in the outcome of this game. Let's be honest about one thing. Mexico should have won this game 6 or 7-0. They had more chances than humanly possible to not score the goal that was required. I get it. They lost the first leg. That's what put them in the situation. But come on. Mexico was by far the better team, and they should have won this game. And you could make the case that there was enough stoppages in injury time for Mr. Ivan to add a couple more minutes. So I don't buy the conspiracy theory. I do think it's unfair. As the underdog, as a team that's played that long in the most difficult stadium, probably most difficult stadium to win in the world, you got to feel for Honduras, man.
You have to, man. And do you know how many shots Mexico had in this game? Take a guess.
Ooh, I don't know.
Take a guess.
10, 11, maybe?
38 shots.
11. I'm going with 11.
It's 38. I just told you.
What?
38 is the number of shots in the game. Yeah. So
Is that a real
73%
number? 38
possession,
shots?
according to the interwebs. It was a total domination, an absolute domination. Of course, you want the better team to go through in general, but Honduras fought, man. They fought so hard. They fought so freaking hard. It would have been historic for their nation to come away beating Mexico. Are you kidding me? What that means to that country, to those people. This doesn't mean anything for Mexico. It means nothing. Yeah, it's nice that they're making it to the next round, but this would have been the world to Honduras and Hondureños
Copa America
around the world.
They're going to struggle to make Copa America now for sure.
Yeah, have to go play Costa Rica. Very different than getting.
Who else is left? Who's going to fight for the
They would
last
play Costa
spot?
Rica, so it's Honduras or Costa Rica will make it.
Costa
Canada
Rica, I
is on
think.
the other side.
Canada with Trinidad, right?
Yeah, Canada and Trinidad.
That's the thing. As the underdog, you just feel, you understand their perspective, right? You just feel like the world is conspiring against you. Like, we did everything we could for 99 minutes. And while there's a case can be made that you could add extra minutes, it's like you just feel that the deck is stacked against you, right? And, and I can't blame him, man. I would feel the same way. I would feel like, come on. Just blow the
100%.
whistle.
100%. You feel like the whole region's against you, which it probably was, because the CONCACAF officials are not the most, how do I put this in a nice way, reputable individuals. You know, so we've had some situations before. But okay, Honduran fans, you guys have a right to be upset about the 111 minutes. Let's look at the penalties. Roy, we love the graphics, right? We got to show some.
Oh man.
We got to show some
Very high
graphics.
quality. Do you have the 4K graphic that I sent you?
Yes, we got the 4K. Here it is. Look at that.
Wow.
Look
What is
at
this
that.
image
Okay.
I'm looking at?
So
Is
what
this
am I
a
looking
penalty?
at here, boys? What are we showing the viewers?
Oh, it's a soccer field. I couldn't tell. It was so blurry. Okay, it's a soccer field. There's a few players. Oh, the ref is. Oh, it's a penalty kick. All right. So it's a penalty kick, and there's a goalkeeper who seems to be standing a little bit above that white line behind him.
So here's the deal. There's controversy about the penalties. In the penalties, the Honduran goalie saved this particular penalty not once, but twice. Oh, there we go. So no, that's the second. This is the second penalty. So let's start with this first penalty. Is this guy off the line or on the line?
I mean, we can't see his left foot, but based on his body positioning, he appears to be off the line.
Okay.
I would say with 89% certainty that he is at least a good 6 inches off of that line.
I would say with 99% certainty. That's a relevant number
high.
for this game. 99% certainty.
Okay.
That's very high.
So we're in agreement here with the Mexican fans on this one. How about this one? This is the retake, which he was also deemed to be by our favorite Ivan Cisneros to be off the line.
Let's see. Well, that wasn't Ivan Cisneros. That was his friend, his twin brother, right there on the sideline.
Oh, true.
Right. I think the interesting point is if you looked at the earlier one, the sideline referee is like really focused. This one, he doesn't seem like he's paying as much attention, like he's just standing
Well,
there.
he's not kneeling over. He's
not
looking in
kneeling
the right
over.
direction, but he doesn't have that athletic stance. That's for sure.
And look,
I mean,
the shots that have been taken here, right? Like it's not. He hasn't even connected yet. So
true.
It looks like he's off. His left foot's hard to see here from this angle, but it looks like he's off as well. Off the line.
I'm going to say that with 83% certainty this time that he is indeed off the line. It's hard to tell from this angle whether or not his left heel is on the line, but yeah, it's not a good look here. It's not a good look for those that were screaming the penalties were a scam. This is a sham. This is CONCACAF. Sure, of course CONCACAF wants Mexico to make it through. It's a business at the end of the day. This is a business. Yeah. They want the team that brings the fans to make it through. So yes, they're going to make the calls that some refs will not make. Not every ref is going to make that call. But in the back of their mind, they want Mexico through. They'll add the extra 2 minutes and say, oh, it was a goalkeeper wasting time and extra time. They'll call the one that's 2 inches off the line. That's the reality of the situation. Did they break any rules? Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like any of this is wrong or made up, or, it's not soccer of the 80s when refs would just make up a red card and out of nowhere and just, it's not that. That's not what's going on here.
No, it's not blatant conspiracy. There's nothing that was wrongly given here.
Nope.
Could it have gone the other way? Sure, you could have blown the whistle at 99 minutes. Nobody would have cared, right? Everyone would have said, that's fine. That's what you're supposed to do. That's okay. This one, could you have let it go? Yeah, probably you could have let it go.
Yep.
But it is what it is, right? It is in Azteca. It is Mexico. You're going to get those calls. I mean, the U.S. has benefited from calls like that in playing in the U.S. That's what happens.
Yep.
But it doesn't make it any more tolerable as a Honduran fan. You just have to feel sick, right?
And how boring, man. I wanted drama. I wanted a scam to talk about. I wanted this big conspiracy. What's on the line? What is this? It's not. I'm sorry.
So they got to fill Arlington Stadium in Texas. And that game is now going to be full.
Mexico's going to do it. Honduras would not have done it. Honduras would have not done it. So
Panama, Honduras,
that would have got maybe 18,000 fans is my guess. But
now it's going to be
sold out.
200,000 fans in the 100,000 stadium. But anyhow, U.S. and Mexico get through despite it all, despite all the drama, thanks to all the Magia out there. So to all the Mexican fans out there, buena suerte in the next round. We will not be seeing you in the first game. But I'm sure if Iván Cisneros has anything to do with it, we will be seeing each other in the final.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go.
Hey, good question to discuss maybe for a future video. Who's worse off right now, Mexico or USA?
I was going to say that we need to talk about that, but realize that fans have sat with us now for almost 15 minutes, and they're probably
do that now.
Next
time video, to go. Maybe.
Time to go. So who wants to finish this one? Who's our resident Mexico expert here? Who wants to take this one away? Rahi, it's all you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just remember, to all the Mexican fans out there, it may take longer than you realize, but in the end, you can do it with a little help from your friend.
Sí se puede.